Hi everybody, I'm Juliette and welcome back. Today I will show you few fun and engaging modifications. How can we use our blocks to elevate, to ease, and to spice our practice of the plank pose. Blocks can be very effective and amazing tools to help you to improve your practice pretty fast. As always, that can be used as a boosters for fun and engaging practice. So let's begin. Alright guys, so we will talk about support first. How can we use those blocks for the support in our plank, in the side planks, and the dolphin plank? So we will begin with the regular plank. If you really want to get stronger in your regular plank, but your wrist is not strong enough yet, that's not a big deal. All you can do, you will bring your elbows right on top on that block, and essentially you are in the same depths and the same height as the regular plank, but you are on your elbows, so you are not using your wrist. So once you get a little bit stronger, you can take the one hand and put some pressure on that hand, and that way you build the strength in your wrist as well. And then of course you do the other side and you hold it for a while, and then you can rest back here. Of course we keep the core strong, abdominal wall in, neutral, long spine. So guys, this is a great modification for those who didn't build the strength yet in the wrist. So just practice it with your blocks, but on your elbows. So guys, the next modification for support, we're just going to use the one block, and we're going to do it for the dolphin plank. So if you love your dolphin planks, but you cannot hold it for a long time still because you need to build a little bit more strength in your upper body. So there is a very simple modification. You're just going to put your hips, pubic bone right on top. Take the block the narrow side up, so it's a little bit higher than the flat side, and that way you can hold it pretty much forever. But whenever you're ready, you could take the hips slightly up, hold it a little bit higher, then rest them, pick the belly in, neutral spine, and that way you can control your posture, your shoulders. So this is a wonderful modification to build the upper body strength. So guys, the next modification, we're going to be using one block again for the full plank. But this time we're going to put our knees on this block and hold, and to be fully on our hands. So this is for those who can hold the full plank, but still maybe not for long and need a little bit more support. So this is an excellent modification. So your wrist is healthy, you keep the core nice and tight, abdominal wall in the neutral spine, and your knees on those blocks, and that's going to help you to build the strength in your full plank. So eventually you can hold this plank very effortlessly. So guys, the next modification, we're going to be using one block for the side plank. Many times your wrist strong enough, your core strong, but not really quite there, and you get in the plank, you can hold it just for the few breaths, and then you just loosen the strength. So that would be a great modification, especially if you're working on abdominal wall strength and the back strength. And using this modification, you can definitely hold it for much longer. That's going to help you to maintain a good, strong asana, the good posture, the good form, and you actually can work and do some other different modifications to strengthen that core. So you can do your leg lifts because you support it. You can do your knees to the elbows, and that's going to give you an extra support. So let's say you would love to do it, but just in the plank you would have to use the knee, you cannot maintain the full posture. So that would be the great modifications for those who want to build the strength in the side plank. So guys, the next modification, we're going to be using two blocks, and it is for the support as well, but this time I'm going to show you modification for the low Chaturanga Dandasana. So let me just put the blocks away first so you understand what I'm talking about. So we're going to take both hands. So in the full plank, when we do our transitions or we just hold it, we descend, and that can be pretty challenging to hold it up here. So there is a modification for you. So we're going to take the two blocks, put them narrow side up, take the hands outside, and find our neutral plank. And from that neutral plank, all you're gonna do, you're going to bend your elbows and send your shoulders on top on those blocks. If you're getting a little bit stronger, you can take them off the blocks. Then after a breath or two, set them back. That's going to help you to maintain the good neutral spine, strong posture, and eventually build the strength in that upper body. So guys, the next variation is just a simple variation of enhancing your plank. We're just simply going to elevate our plank on the blocks. What does it give to us? It feels almost like you're standing on the floor, but what does it give to us? We can build a little bit more strength and balance by, let's say, practicing the side plank. So you are not on the floor, you are on that block, so you're gonna use a little bit more muscles engagement in order to hold it. Also, since we are a little bit elevated, if you're gonna do the knee to the elbows, it's gonna take you a little bit longer distance to reach towards that elbow, so you can work a little bit deeper on that abdominal wall. Yes, very good. Very good, guys. Also, if you're practicing the push-ups, that can give you an opportunity to go a little bit lower because you are off the floor and we're coming back. So it's a great modification. So guys, the next modification is going to be our feet on the blocks. Essentially the same concept, but now you being on your hands and your feet on the block. So again, you're a little bit higher of the floor, so that will take more efforts to do your push-ups. It would definitely take more efforts to do your elbow to the knee. Will take significantly more efforts to drive that elbow to that knee to the elbow. So, and if you practicing your knee dips to the hover, that's gonna make it much more available because you have a deeper space and more effective and definitely stronger exercise. So this is a great modification to build more strength. So guys, the next variation I'm going to show you, we're going to take the one block and we're just simply going to put that block in between our inner thighs. And we're going to go to the regular plank and then we're going to go to the side plank. So what does it give to us? It's essentially the same plank, but now you have to squeeze that block really nicely and hold those glutes tight, hold those legs, outer thighs and inner thighs engaged, so you can build more strength in those legs and just maintain a better form. So from here, we're gonna go to the side plank, which is going to be quite challenging. A, because you cannot put your upper leg on the floor, and B, again, you have to maintain that good posture in order for us just to hold this good form in this side plank. So it's an excellent modification to build more strength in upper and in the lower body. So guys, in our last modification today, or I would say challenging, we're going to use just one block for the side plank. So with just a regular side plank, it seems like, so just a regular side plank, just elevated. However, that can help you to build even more strength in your arms, upper body, shoulders, and practice a few different exercises up here with a greater depth. So if we're working on our abdominal wall strength, back and hip dips up here, that definitely gives you much better range of motion here. So, and we can go deeper, build more strength, promote leaner abs. So this is a great modification to build a strong core, to build a stronger, leaner abdominal wall. So that was our modifications and boosting for the plank. So guys, I hope you like this video and you learned something new, how to use this block, our props, for the modification and support practicing your plank pose. We also did a few boosters so you can spice your practice. So come back and we will practice again together soon.